Hello everyone, I'm Maria Milani, counseling psychologist and therapist. And today I'm going to talk about something which is very crucial, that is exam fear. Now, 9 out of 10 kids, they all go through exam fear. And it is found as a very common phenomenon in day-to-day life. But what matters over here is that it has become very indispensable to talk about it, because the intensity is certainly causing a lot of repercussions and deteriorating the mental health of the kids. It not only affects the ability in their learning but also hampers the growth, because of the exam fear they are not able to concentrate and they are not able to deliver their best, and this reduces their optimal level of functioning. Therefore, it is very important and extremely crucial to work on kids regarding their exam fear. Now, the question which is widely seen as to why every kid normally goes through exam fear or exam stress for that matter, it is because they have preconceived notion, irrational, faulty belief, thinking pattern that at the end of the day, after giving the exam, they may fail, or perhaps they may not achieve as good as their friends or their peer colleagues or their peer students. So it tends to affect their rational thinking pattern. Also, many a time we have seen that there is an extreme level of coercion and compulsion created by parents, societal and teachers as well, for kids to perform certain level and achieve good marks. Now let me tell you, not every kid is same. Now they have different level of working. So it's very hard to put pressure on them and ask them to achieve higher level of marks. So it extremely affect their mental well-being, and the working conditions also get jeopardized because of this, pressure created by the family or the parent. Now, another aspect as to why the kids usually tend not to do well in exam and end up having fear for exam is their inadequate amount of studies. When a child is not studying regularly, it may so happen that at the end of the day they will shy away from giving examination, which will lead to procrastination and many other problems, and especially the extreme level of fear to give the exam at that particular period of time. So if we cater to all these problems, we may try to decrease the level of fear, the intensity that the kid has. Now, there are a lot of physical, emotional, cognitive and behavioral indicators which is usually seen during this period of time when they have exam fear, especially during the onset of exam. We can see that physically they may have sweating, headache, stomach ache, and they may get nauseated within no period of time. And especially many kids, they complain that they are having a lot of biological changes in their body, and especially the heart rate increases. There are a lot of breathing problem, irregular pattern of sleep which is usually seen. Also, when we see at the cognitive level, there are a lot of cognitive indicators as well. For example, the irrational thought, negative adjectives toward themselves and calling and labeling themselves, irrational pattern of thinking and considering themselves that they will fail, and they have a preconceived notion which is irrational, absolutely irrational, but because of one past experience, or for that matter one particular incident which may lead to this particular condition, where they generalize a particular event and consider that every time this pattern will follow, which is not true. So we need to break that particular phenomenon as well. After considering the cognitive aspect, there are a lot of emotional aspect as well that the child goes through. But many people know that when a child is labeled or maybe considered or maybe labeled with any tag for that matter, that the child is not doing great as compared to the peer, as compared to the other kids, then child started feeling a little sad emotionally depressed, or they may consider themselves as weak, or this will also lead to emotional vulnerability. This may lead to a lot of realization that they are not better than other people, which is not true, which is certainly not true, but they have this self-realization which is illogical and irrational in nature. So it's very important to break this emotional aspect. At times, kids, they become very angry, they become irritated because this whole chain which follows in this particular period of time. Also, it is widely seen that the kids, they adapt to certain behavior to cope up with this particular incident, this particular situation, this particular event, and it is that they try to push, they try to postpone things, and this leads to procrastination indeed. They try to run away from the situation and shy away from speaking their perspective because they feel that this incidents will repeat and time and again they will go through this particular situation. Now, it's very important for us to understand what our kids are going through, and especially we need to educate not only the teacher but the parents to understand not to put a lot of pressure on them. Extreme pressure will deteriorate their level of studies and reduce and hamper their optimal level of functioning. Now, to break that irrational, faulty belief pattern, it is very important in every school, in every organization who all are teaching the kids to go through a lot of workshop where psychologists, counselor will break the myth and try to understand what exam fear is all about, and it's easy to come out of it. It's not extremely hard. If we try to work on it, we can reduce the level of stress and anxiety which the kid has, because if we see exam fear is nothing but a phase of anxiety and nothing more than that. So if we try to work on it, we can reduce the level of intensity. Also, while giving a counseling session or maybe a group counseling or workshop, it's very much important to understand what the kid is actually feeling, what are his thoughts. When we when we look at our fingers, if we see every finger is different, so as every child is different. If we try to evaluate them, if we try to understand their feeling, then we can understand what sort of preconceived notion they have regarding exam fear. Then it will be better to decode them and try to distort their cognition and the faulty irrational belief pattern. There are a lot of techniques which will help kids to get out of this fear, and today we shall discuss them one by one. The very first thing is meditation. Especially on the time of examination, the 5-10 minute, the intensity is at their peak, and the optimal level of functioning is actually reduced when kids don't know how to perform in that particular 3 hours. Just before the examination, what we can do a quick relaxation technique, which is also called as ancient Japanese stress management technique, anxiety management technique. All you got to do is hold your hand, each finger for 30 seconds, and gently breathe in and breathe out. Now repeat that with another finger and complete this until you reach to all your finger. And if you complete this for only for 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes, then you can see there's a lot of changes. And the second thing that we can do is to prepare a schedule for the kids. Especially when kids are not organized with their timetable and they have not completed their portion, the syllabus, they try to evaluate their performances and they don't work for their performances. Usually they only perceive what will be the outcome, what will be the ending score, what will be the result. May I achieve that particular parameter which has been set, or there is a lot of performance issue while giving the examination, and they have this anxiety whether they will be able to achieve that score. So we need to understand, to get that score, we need to prepare that level, and we have to study that in a manner that we can achieve that good grade marks. So what we can do is to prepare a schedule 15 days before the examination, as in which subject has to be given priority, how to study them, how many hours to cater, and what other things that's supposed to be done first and what other thing can be done later, what are the subject that makes you feel insecure and you feel that you're not comfortable studying that subject. That particular subject has to be studied before, and a schedule will help you to organize yourself, which will be very good to increase the functioning, and that will help them to be structured and organized indeed. Now the next thing that we can do just a day before examination, how to study. What are the things that is supposed to do, how to do the revision, how to study every particular thing. And this is a way of studying as well. How do you particularly study a phenomenon, a particular chapter, a particular subject? It's certainly different. So we can organize kids, we can have a structure, we can have a format. This will make their life easier. The another thing that we can do is to spread awareness that parents shouldn't be putting a lot of pressure on kids, and especially teachers should not use any negative adjective to describe their kids. If you describe a kid in a negative manner, or for that matter with a negative adjective, it will affect their mental health and they will start recognizing themselves with that label word, which is not true. Every kid is different. Try to understand that. So there has to be a psychoeducational workshop in every school, colleges, and every organization to reduce this fear. So if we work in these techniques, I'm sure that we can come out of this particular exam fear. If you like this particular webinar, then please don't forget to like, share and subscribe Baselmine. For more updates, stay tuned with us. Thank you and have a nice day.